Okay, we are here to raise the flag. Today is our 10th anniversary to raise the flag. We started since 2009 to raise awareness against the violence for the women in Congo. And we know 2 decades, the women in Congo really they are going through a lot. That's the reason even they give Dr. Denis Mukwege Nobel Prize for 2018. This is because for the war, conflict in Congo, just because for the resources. And we're not going to stop. That today we are here to raise our flag, and we're going to just, our message is that enough is enough. In English and in French we say trop c'est trop, with using the women as a weapon of war. That's the reason we are here. And we are raising awareness. We are in a state that is the first in the nation, and we know in our state there is a lot who can do something to help those women and the children in Congo. That's the reason we are here. We have a youth, because those youth are born here and they know the meaning of having peace, justice, freedom. And where their parents come from, they have a cousin, they have a niece who are suffering. There is no peace, no justice. They can kill you, they can come to do anything. You cannot do anything. But we are here to raise awareness for what is going on in Congo. Thank you very much to be here. We're going to hear, we have the mayor represent, going to read the proclamation, and we have Congress Chris Papas, the representation, they're going to read the proclamation.
So unfortunately, Mayor Craig couldn't be here today, but I have a resolution that I will read from her. Be it known that the Office of the Mayor extends its congratulations to the Congolese community of Manchester in recognition of the 10th anniversary of the Congo flag raising at City Hall in the annual celebration of the Democratic Republic of Congo's independence. And be it further known that the Office of the Mayor extends its best wishes for continued success.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Christian. I'm from the Office of Congressman Chris Pappas. I just want to make sure that all are known here that the Congressman is unfortunately unable to attend today, but sends along his best and stands in support and wishes for all of you to know that we want to be as much help as we can, and to please feel free to reach out to me. I have more business cards. We are actually just across the street here with our new office in Manchester, and we'd love to be able to support your community and be available to you all. So thank you so much for your kind invitation.
Thank you.
We have Palem Angituka, who is a coordinator for the CCS. You have something to say for today?
Oh yes, it's nice to be here, and especially to say thank you to the New Hampshire mayors in Manchester, Congress, for always being there to support the Congolese community in New Hampshire. Usually I'm the national coordinator, and I can go everywhere, but I like to be in New Hampshire, as we can see the official can support the Congolese people in New Hampshire. And we know that always the official in New Hampshire, they seek Congolese integration, and we are glad of that, and we recognize the effort, and we want to say thank you to the New Hampshire and Manchester mayors. For the Congolese people in New Hampshire and in the United States, today is the 28th. We just choose this day so we can have the official presence, because we know that on Sunday we cannot make it. So it's a nice day for us, but also is a sad day because of the violence going on in Congo, and we still don't know who is behind that, who is supporting that, this violence, to who this benefit, because the people still the victim of the political system in Congo, and we are so tired of that. We as the diaspora in the United States, we still seek the support from the U.S. government. So any support in looking for solutions and supporting the people of Congo, those are suffering, those are victims of the political system going on in Congo, it's going to be a good thing, and Congolese will remember that one day the United States came to support us, and we know that the America is still a friendly country for the Congo. So we want to say thank you to any official of the United States and of New Hampshire, and especially in Manchester City. Thank you again.
Okay, now we're gonna, Papa, you wanna say something? You wanna say something? Yeah.
C'est un plaisir pour nous, ma femme et moi,
It is a pleasure for me and my wife
pour être au milieu de vous,
to be here between you
de voir ce que vous faites
and see what you are doing
ici aux États-Unis, parce que plus on a des amis à l'extérieur qui vous comprennent et qui vous supportent, plus vous aurez à bien décider ces amis à vous aider et à mieux vous aider.
The more friends we have outside of the Congo, and especially United States, is the more support we can have.
Et c'est une joie de voir que la communauté congolaise ici le fait pour notre pays, et je suis fier de cette communauté et je vous remercie.
It's a joy to see what the Congolese can do from here in Manchester for our country, and we are proud of them.
Okay, now we're gonna sing the anthem of Congo to raise the flag. Yeah, go ahead.
It's in French, so I'm gonna send the voice, and you're gonna follow us.
We're gonna put the music.
Was that music? Okay, go ahead. Debout Congolais, unis par l'esport, unis dans l'effort pour l'indépendance. Son enfant, l'on a coupé, et pour dimanche, prenez l'imprimé là dans la paix, peuple ardent, soyez la paix. Nous bâtirons un pays plus beau qu'avant dans la paix citoyenne. Entonnez l'hymne sacré de votre solidarité. Fièrement saluez l'emblème de votre souveraineté. Congo, comme béni Congo, Esaïe Congo, au pays Congo, bien-aimé Congo, nous préparons consoler, nous assurerons ta grandeur. 30 juin, nous soleil, 30 juin, du 30 juin, jour sacré, sois les témoins, jour sacré de l'immortel, serment de liberté, que nous léguons à notre postérité pour toujours. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much. I think so we're gonna go now at the YWCA. That's where we're gonna have we have a refreshment, and we can we're gonna have a discuss too. We're going to talk how we can build a safe place, how we can help the Congolese. We're going to hear the youth going to speak, and we have our guest speaker too going to talk. Really is a big man who left the country just because for his voice, because there is no freedom of speech. People live in Congo really in a situation like you cannot speak, you cannot say anything, you cannot just you can die anytime, and they couldn't die too anytime. But we thank God again for the United States and the UN to save their life. That's the reason they are here since February. And we're going to hear them too. They're going to speak because we need really more voice that we are calling for action. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We are going to pray for the food. Thank you, God. We bless your name for giving us this day. You know everything before we planned this. You made it, oh God, in your agenda. We are calling your grace, oh God, to be with us and to bless everybody, to bless this food. In the mighty name of Jesus, as we pray, we say amen. Amen.
So, hi, my name is Sonia Songe. I'm 16 years old. I go to Central High School. And now we're about to start the program. And we're going to have Mary George say some words before we start.
Thank you so much. I want to just thank you everyone to be here. I know it's not easy because it's a weekday. First of all, I couldn't do the conference on Saturday because on Saturday we couldn't just really get a lot of people because everyone want to just run behind the paycheck. They don't want to lose anything. And we understand that. I'm so happy to be here, and really I'm so happy to see all of you. I thank you for your support. I thank you for kids to be here. But before we start everything, I know we did a walk. We went to the City Hall. We raised the flag. Now we are here after the refreshment. Before we start, I'm going to call first Aria. Aria comes from Senator Jean Shein office, and then she have a word that message come from our Senator Jean Shein. Let's clap our hand for her.
Thank you, Mary. Hi, everyone. Thank you. My name is Aria. I work here in Manchester, right down on Wall Street. So we provide a lot of services for immigrant communities who have issues with their federal agencies. So if you ever need assistance, please do reach out to us. We're willing to help. She wasn't able to be here, but she's going to read you a message. I'm going to read you a message from her. Dear friends, I wish I could join you in person at today's ceremony in Manchester. Please know that I am with you in spirit as you come together to raise awareness of the situation in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Thank you to Victory Women of Vision for organizing today's event and for your advocacy on behalf of the many who fled violence in their home countries in search of a better home here in New Hampshire. By raising the Congolese flag today, you bring the awareness to our Manchester community. You celebrate your home country's independence from colonial rule while also holding the hope that it will one day achieve the vision so poignantly described in your anthem. O ardent people, by hard work we shall build in peace a country more beautiful than before. Please know that you have the support of so many in the Manchester community, and your presence here in New Hampshire strengthens our community and enriches our culture. Thank you once again to Mary Georges, Victory, Woman of Vision, and all who come together for today's flag raising. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Sincerely, Jean Shaheen, United States Senator. Thank you.
Thank you, Aria. We're going to prepare the youth. They have something they're going to do as a presentation.
Hi everybody, my name is Sullivan Masuku. I'm 17 and I go to Trinity High School.
So for today's program, we're going to have the guest speakers, Dr. François David Ekofo and Rev Milan. And we're also going to have a youth panel. There's going to be JT Masuku, Jennifer Fatuma, and Jordi Songe. So, we prepared a slide for the Independence Day that we're about to show you.
Hi everyone, my name is John Teo Masuku. I'm a first-generation American. My parents were born in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the reason why we've come up today to make the project here is because, just like the logo says, enough is enough. We're tired of seeing our country suffer. We want to hear what our parents told us in the beginning, how beautiful our country was, and how everyone was so kind to each other. But unfortunately, that's not how it is now. So we're gonna be here to show you guys how it's like over there, and to show you what we should do to change it. Still introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Jordi. I'm 17. I go to Central High School. I moved here 2 years ago. I came from the Congo. I was born there, raised there. I came here in 2016. So yeah.
I'm also a first generation. This is my brother. Our parents came here from Africa due to circumstances. Yeah.
What is the Democratic Republic of Congo? The DRC is a country located in Central Africa with a 25-mile coastline on the Atlantic Ocean. It's also the second largest country on the continent of Africa. The capital, Kinshasa, is located on the Congo River, about 320 miles, and makes the largest city in Central Africa. The country gained independence from Belgium in 1960. From 1971 to 1997. It was officially the Republic of Zaire, but it was changed by not only Mobutu Sese Seko to give the country an authentic name. Life in DRC. Despite the abundance of natural resources, including copper and oil, and all the beautiful pictures which drew wealthy tourists from around the world, it has been a big problem of political instability and leaving the people struggling to survive. Nearly 50% of DRC's wealth belongs to the top 20 of its citizens, while the bottom 20% has only 5 to 6% of the wealth. Since acquiring the presidency of his father's assassination in 2001, Joseph Kabila has taken the wealth of the country for himself, along with his constituents, while ignoring the struggle of the people. Almost 65% of people living in DRC live below the poverty line. This number has been decreasing in recent years, which places the country near the very bottom list of the most wealthy nations. While the DRC has been trending towards urbanization in recent decades, more than 60% of the Congolese people still reside in small tribal communities that have been regularly targeted by armed rebel militias. Raids by these militias have forced residents from their homes for fear of their lives, leaving many to seek refuge in displacement camps, such as the Muganga 3 camp in the North Kivu province, whose lack of security has made it a target for militias to raid in search of resources.
So yeah, the DRC is one of the poorest countries in the world, with more than 70% of its population living below poverty line. A large part of the population lives on less than $2 a day. The infant mortality rate in DRC is 19%, which is extremely high. And life expectancy is 40 years, which is one of the lowest recorded in the world. So the population in DRC is one of the most affected by AIDS virus. The problem directly affects children, since around 930,000 children are directly offended, and the children having lost their families, finding themselves on the streets, which has increased the risk of spread AIDS. So primary education isn't free in DRC. The cost of education are almost as high as the per capita income, and because it's very few children are educated. In the past, my parents were educated along with every other children. This was because when Mobutu was in power, education was free and people had knowledge. But ever since Joseph Kabila came into power, he's taking all the country's money along with the people and his administration and put it in their own pocket, which has led the people to struggle to find money to pay for education. And most children who are in school and are children whose parents have money. Among adults, more than half the population has never gone to school or progressed past primary school. Only 15% of children ages 6 to 11 go to primary school. So it's really bad.
One of the tragic consequences of armed conflicts in the Democratic Republic of Congo is the now commonplace practice of rape, whether it's towards women, children, or even men. The practice of sexual violence is in this armed conflict distinguishes itself from the other crimes by its scale and cruelty. The UN notably remarked that today rape is considered a weapon of war. In fact, they're used to destroy populations. Congolese children are particularly affected by this scourge, whether it takes place in family or by armed groups. In 2009, more than 150,000 cases of sexual violence were reported, and more than half of them concerned the victims less than 18 years old or even down to 6 years old. Children are traumatized by these rapes, but a few health and legal structures have been implemented. These rapes causes emotional and physical trauma, and also involve the rash of not only contracting sexually transmitted diseases, but also unwanted pregnancies. In addition to being victims of sexual violence, young Congolese girls are forced into marriage. So this is just a little of the main reasons, but the biggest reason
of all of this is corruption and bad leadership. And Jennifer is going to talk to you guys about the bad leadership that's going on in the Congo.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. 15 years old. I'm the first generation born in America as well. I go to Central High School and I'm going to talk about leadership.
Can you put the mic up further to your mouth?
When you hear someone say the word leader, some people think of people in government, like Donald Trump, Christine, and other government leaders. While others think of people that positively impacted their lives and who they admire. When people say leader, they think of good things they can do. The good qualities of a leader are respectful, kind, understanding, helpful, compassionate, passionate, determined, selfless, caring, and many others. Some examples would be former President Obama, Mayor Joyce Craig, Oprah Winfrey, and others. But for Congo, a third world country that gained its freedom in 1960, it never has been fully free. Because of the leaders like Joseph Kabila representing what a bad leader is like, being selfish, irresponsible, vain, not helpful at all, uncaring, mean, and disrespectful. While the government leaders live in luxury, they violence to keep themselves in power. They rob the people of their money, safety, health, and most importantly, their freedom. But we are all hoping that one day we'll be able to see all the positive qualities about a good leader to the leaders of our own country as well.
So the final part of the project is going to be a video that we found. It shows us what's going on in the Congo and what should happen.
Crisis, in a nutshell. Since 1996, over 6 million people have died in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, so that we, in the Western world, can benefit from its resources. Congo is extremely rich in gold, diamonds, copper, cobalt, tin, uranium, coltan, and many other precious minerals. Congo has 64% of the Earth's coltan, a precious mineral that is needed for our modern electronics like iPhones, iPads, computers, laptops, PlayStations, Xboxes, Nintendos, jet engines, inkjet printers, and the list goes on and on. In 1946, the Strategic Minerals Stockpiling Act was passed to obtain and stockpile cobalt. With the largest reserves of cobalt on the planet, Congo was targeted. Cobalt is a strategic and critical mineral that is essential for our aerospace, military, and defense industries. As the United States and the United Kingdom provide financial aid and military aid to countries such as Rwanda and Uganda, these neighboring countries plunder Congo's natural resources as the death toll rises. In 4 studies, the United Nations implicated multinational companies in sourcing coltan from Congo, stating that these companies serve as the engine of the conflict in the DRC. As the world benefits from Congo's riches, Congolese men, women, and children continue to be raped, tortured, starved, displaced, and killed. In 2010, a leaked United Nations report cited crimes of genocide may have been committed by the Rwandan troops. There is very little media coverage on what is actually happening in Congo. When Congo is covered by the media, it is often about rebel groups committing mass atrocities. What these reports do not cover are the funding, training, and the arming of these rebel groups by foreign governments. Nothing is ever mentioned about the Western-backed coups, wars, assassinations, or the involvement of foreign corporations in the looting of Congo. 48 women are raped every hour. Millions are displaced. Over 6 million dead. half are children under the age of 5. What is happening in Congo is a silent Holocaust.
Thank you guys for hearing us about the project.
Can we clap again a hand for those kids, please? What I want to say for the kids for today, because it's better the children to understand themselves. Maybe we don't pay attention, but as they said, the first generation of American, those who came here, we don't want them to be lost, because even those who are here for a long time, they know where they come from. American doesn't want to just leave something like the way. And if we as a parent, we don't teach our children, they will never know for tomorrow. As a leader, my compassion, what I care is to let those children to understand themselves. If tomorrow they can fight, they're going to do it. But if we don't let them, I didn't tell them what to do, but they know we say we're going to do something, and they start to do the research themselves. Everything they talk is not me who tell them to do it. They're looking for themselves, and what I like it to leadership, collaboration, and a team. You see them the way they work in team. I didn't let them what they do. One of them, Jean Theo, who was as a leader, he is a leader for them. I think so. She did everything. He couldn't say himself to talk for everything, but she didn't do it. That's what she shared. They shared themselves. He shared for each one what the part you can do, how everybody can feel comfortable. That I appreciate very Jean Theo for your for your good work. Really, he did a lot of work, but I can say he did a lot of work, and that work he didn't feel like he's for himself, but he shared. That's what is very important. As an American kids, I am proud of you, and I believe we need to move to bring again more children to teach them and to understand who you are and what you can be tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer, and Sonia. Now I'm going to call Mama Melanie. Yeah, Mama Melanie comes from Congo. I'm not going to say anything, but she's going to be present herself. And I know behind a big man always be a good woman. And behind a good woman always be a big man. Amen? Amen. That's the way it is. And I'm so happy for them to be here. I regret for those who are not here, but it's very important. She's going to have something to say, and after she's going to introduce the husband.
Shalom, everybody. Shalom. You will excuse me, my English is not very good. I taught it a long time, so I went back home, teaching, preaching in French, so we put the English aside. So if something come up to us, we come back, we need to talk now in English. So I begin to learn like a small kid in elementary school. Don't pay attention to my Congolese accent. My name is Melanie Yowakabemwekufo. I am the wife of this, they call today big man. When I found him, he was 25 years old. I was 20. We have now totalized about 41 years. I am a mother of 4 children, 3 boys and 1 girl, and a grandma of 6 grandchildren. What brought us here in USA? It's because of the truth. One day we woke up in the morning, they asked my husband to speak. He was a big pastor in a big church, and he lived a sermon that the members of the government didn't like to hear about the truth. So after that day, they wanted to kill him. This is how we have been involved with the UN, everybody in the country. So we came here to the United States. Nobody is hearing me? Okay. So, Mama Marie-Jeanne, I call Mama Marie-Jeanne. You know, one of the gifts when you were talking, who said, Mary, can you come here? No, I didn't call you Mary. I just want to tell something. A young girl, the youth, cannot call the person who is the same age as her mother by his name. It's impolite in our country. Everybody who has the same age with your parents, if you're not relative, he is your mama. So when we are calling each other, I saw her, she's calling me mama. I know Mama Mary, I call mama, Papa Yekofo. This is how we respect our oldest. You have the American cultures, but don't forget that. She is Mama Mary-Jeanne. Okay? Don't call her Mary here. Do you understand that? That's the point I want to make. They asked me to talk about like a war, like a weapon for all in my country. But as a pastor, I have been pastor, a senior pastor for many years. We have been faced with that problem. So I went back to the source. Where is the origin of the Bible? It's in the Bible. And how it brings war in the humanity. Everything begins with the violence against women themselves. I know even if you're not a Christian, some of you know the story of Hagar and Sarah. The violence begins with 2 women. Sarah could not give kids to her husband Abraham, so she asked her husband to take her slave who came from Egypt to have a child by her. When that woman knows that she was pregnant, she became very proud. She was not humble in front of Sarah, so the fight began there. Secondly, we have another example I notify. It's in Judges chapter 19, verse 1 to 21, 35. A man who came with his wife was seeking for hospitality, and they didn't give him a note. The man who came from somewhere gave him a home to rest, and the people come to ask that man to give him, the man who came like a stranger in the house, so they can abuse him. The good things and the bad things is that they didn't come to ask for a woman. They come to ask for the man. This is the origin of the homosexuality. You know the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. But my pain was that the men come out and told that people, don't do something bad to this man. I have a virgin girl. I can give you that girl, so you can do everything you want to do with that girl. So it's to tell you that the girl didn't have consideration in the society. Women always are treated like things, even back home in my country. They ask too much dowry for women. And this go on in the Bible. You know the story of Absalom and David, how one of the sons of David raped his one half sisters, and the war begins with that. So, because of the poorness in my country, because of the war, men, they don't use their muscles to fight. They use their sexual behavior to fight with poor women. Not only the young women, because they are beautiful, they use elders, they use married women. We have incest in the country, and the problem that make me feel so bad, it's that sexual, how can I call it, aggression, is not only using their sexual organ, you also, they use even knife, they use woods to put in the women bodies just to destroy their bodies. It's something unbelievable, because when they do it, they destroy all the human being for the woman. She cannot have kids, she cannot stand up and work. It's like someone who is breaking the development of the country. My problem here, they said, we need to wake up and break the silence. But as a woman, as a pastor, I have another side of seeing. Back home, we don't talk about sexual things like we talk here in the United States with social media and so on. It's still like taboo, something a mother cannot talk with her daughters. You need someone else like a pastor to tell you that. That's why even the violence against girls in the house, in the family, they are doing it, even by the father, even by the uncle, even someone. The girl cannot talk because she is ashamed of what they will say about her mother, because she didn't educate her very well. The teaching from the Catholic Church, they talk about the virgin. If always you know the man, we cannot marry you. Do you understand me? So all the girls that has been raped, who will marry that girls? And when girls are standing and not talk, it's because they feel that they are not like a human being. They are rejected. And in my country, it's not like here. When you have something like that, it will begin with the young men. We have one story that is back now in Kinshasa. 11 young boys raped one girl of 13 years old. Because they thought they have money, they didn't arrest that boys. They took only one who comes from a poor family. The problem is that what she will be in the future, that young girl who have been raped. Because I know a story, the soldiers come in the house, they rape the mother, but I don't know if it was what, she became pregnant, and her husband didn't like her again. He just take him away. She didn't like to get him as his wife. So the boy who will be born by that process of rape, what he will be in the society. This is what I am fighting for it. I am agree with my colleague, my mother, my mama Marie-Jeanne. If we can do something, you people in the United States, to help these women, to give them the chance to go back to school, to know something that they can do and step up themselves, so they can quit with their shame and think that they are loved by the society. We're talking, they are rapid, but once you go there to live with them, they lost some part of their body. Dr. Mukwege is there as a doctor to repair that, but the comportment, the behavior of the society, how they feel themselves in their life, can come back, the girl who was raped, come back in the school without being seen by people, by her friends, with another side of eyes. She is there. Do you know that she was raped? How would she feel? This is my problem, how we can do to help that girls? What can we do practically to give them back to school, to teach them, to have them the opportunity so they can do something to leave that shame that come in their life. So I think this is what I have to partake with you. My problem with my husband, I know that he can talk that himself is there. I always being there to talk about that. He can tell you what makes us feel and what he thinks about all this problem. So I thank you for your attention. Oh, now Magishan wants me to introduce you him. Can you stand up? This is Papa Ekofo. They call him Frank Francois. Back home, he was a professor of New Testament teacher in our seminary, the University Protestant of Congo, and he was the dean of that faculty. And he has been a pastor of a big church like our Cathedral of Protestant Church back home in Congo. He is my husband, I said, since 42 years now. I know the bad and good things of this man, so I would like you to hear only the good things. Eh?
Thank you. I appreciate the coverage of my wife. I don't have the coverage. I will call you again. Yeah. You will be my English mouth.
I'm not good at that. I have a big voice. I think you can listen without the microphone. Okay. I'm good.
Ben, je m'appelle François David Ekofo.
My name is François David Ekofo.
Tout ce que ma femme a dit sur moi et sur elle, ça me concerne aussi. Nous sommes tous deux parents.
Yeah.
Oui.
Everything that my wife said about me and her, it's true, and we are together parents.
De 4 enfants.
For 4 children.
Et grands-parents de 6.
And the grandma of 6.
Je ne crois pas que je vais dire ce qui m'a fait venir ici. En résumé, elle a dit.
I don't think I will say why I came here, and in resume, my wife already said.
Ce qui me concerne, c'est la présence des enfants qui sont nés ici.
I'm very interested in the presence of children young. They are here.
Parce que ce qui fait la force du peuple juif, c'est parce qu'ils donnent une bonne éducation à leurs enfants pour qu'ils n'oublient pas Jérusalem.
What is making the force of Jewish people, because they educate their children so they cannot forget about the Jerusalem.
Vous savez, je vais vous raconter quelque chose, peut-être vous n'êtes pas au courant de ça.
I will tell you a small story.
Quand les Nations Unies ont fait embargo à Israël,
When the United Nations made embargo to Israel,
Israël ne peut pas acheter des armes ailleurs.
that Israel could not bought the weapon from outside.
Les armes quittaient les États-Unis, l'Europe, pour aller chez eux.
Weapons were coming from US and Europe to go to Israel.
Vous savez pourquoi?
Do you know why?
Parce qu'il y a des Israéliens partout.
Because there are Israel people, Israel citizens everywhere.
Et ils occupent l'économie des pays où ils sont.
And they are taking care of the economy of the country where they are living.
En France où j'étais, il y a des familles juives qui ont beaucoup d'argent.
In France, where I was a resident, many Jews, they have a lot of kids.
Ici aussi en Amérique.
In America, it's the same.
Certaines grandes familles ont beaucoup d'argent, des familles juives.
Many of Jewish families, they have money.
Dans mon pays également, il y a des familles juives qui habitent là-bas qui ont beaucoup d'argent.
In my country too, We have Jewish families and they have a lot of money.
Et vous les avez partout, partout, partout.
And we have them everywhere.
Et ces Juifs finançaient l'achat des armes.
And those Jews, they made the financial for the buy of the weapon.
L'avion quitte Bolivie, c'est la Bolivie qui achète des armes.
Money came from Bolivia, Bolivia buy guns.
Quand l'avion arrive en Bolivie, ça change la destination pour aller à Jérusalem.
Or when the plane came to Bolivia, that will change the destination to go to Jerusalem.
Donc l'embargo ne concernait pas les Juifs.
So the embargo didn't work for Jews.
Parce qu'ils s'étaient organisés pour aider leur pays.
They were well organized to help their country.
Les Juifs n'ont pas seulement l'argent qui sort de leur pays, mais ils ont l'argent de la diaspora juive qui viennent de partout.
Jews don't only have money from their country, but they have money from all the Jewish diaspora.
Alors il faudrait commencer à éduquer nos enfants.
We have to educate our children.
Même si vous êtes né aux États-Unis.
Even you are born in the United States.
Même si vous êtes américain.
Even you are American.
Mais sachez que vous venez, vos parents viennent, votre sang vient de quelque part.
But you will know your parents, your blood comes from somewhere.
Et ce quelque part, c'est la République démocratique du Congo en Afrique.
And that somewhere is the Congo in Africa.
Qui a des problèmes.
Which has problems.
Et qui a besoin de vous.
Which has needs your help.
Mais alors, les enfants ne suivent que ce que les parents ont donné comme exemple.
So children follow just the guides from their parents.
Et qu'est-ce que nous, les parents, nous donnons comme exemple à nos enfants?
What are we doing as parents to give example to our children?
Comment voulez-vous que votre enfant aime votre pays d'origine aussi longtemps que vous-même vous l'aimez pas?
How would you like to see your children love your country, but when you are not liking your own country?
Qu'est-ce que nous faisons de concret pour que les enfants sachent que le cœur de mon père, le cœur de ma mère est en Afrique? Et pourquoi ça?
What are we doing concretely so children can know that the heart of my father, my mom, is behind the country?
Pourquoi ça?
Why that?
Parce que nous voulons que ce pays soit aussi bien développé que le pays où nous sommes.
Because we want that country to be also developed as the country we are living.
Je toujours dis aux Américains, aux Français, aux pays développés,
I already said to Americans, to French, and any developed country,
que quand vous aidez l'Afrique à être financièrement bien,
that when you help the Africa to be financially good,
vous allez toujours profiter.
You will always get the benefit.
Parce que vous avez la technologie, nous n'avons pas la technologie.
Because you have the technology and we don't have the technology.
Faisons juste un petit calcul.
Just a small calculation.
Si tous les paysans africains peuvent avoir de l'argent pour acheter une voiture,
If every African people should have money to buy a car,
et en Afrique on ne fabrique pas de voitures,
and in Africa we don't make a car,
où est-ce qu'ils vont acheter ces voitures?
where they will buy it?
C'est dans vos pays.
In your countries.
Nous n'avons pas de postes téléviseurs que nous fabriquons chez nous.
We don't have TVs that we make it made in Africa.
Si chacun peut acheter un poste téléviseur,
If everyone can buy a TV,
il va acheter ça ici, chez vous, dans
he's
vos
going
pays.
to buy it here in the United States.
Les armes, même.
Weapons, same thing.
En français, on dit qui veut la paix, prépare la guerre.
In French, we say, if you want peace, you have to prepare the war.
Ça veut dire que même en temps de paix, celui qui vend les armes vendra toujours ses armes.
That means even in the time of peace, those weapon dealers, they will always sell the weapon.
Parce que chaque pays voudrait avoir une armée forte.
Because each country will like to have a strong army.
Et elle va acheter des armes partout.
And he's gonna buy guns from everywhere.
Là où on fabrique des armes de très grand calibre, ben c'est là où on va acheter.
And wherever they make a big weapon, they will go to buy them.
Alors, nous vous prions, si vous avez, j'étais content de voir le représentant de sénateur ici, que vous puissiez parler à vos pays de nous aider.
I was so happy to see different Congress representatives here.
Parce que ce que nous vivons dans notre pays n'est pas étranger de ce que fait votre pays et d'autres pays développés pour que nous ayons ces problèmes-là.
Because it's not a foreign issue that we are living in our country for you to see other countries to make us.
Le Congo est en guerre.
The Congo is in war.
Depuis notre indépendance, ça ferait, demain ce sera 59 ans.
Since our independence, like tomorrow or Sunday, it's going to be 59 years.
Le Congo n'a eu que quelques temps de paix, mais pas de réelle paix. Quand il y a paix dans telle région, ailleurs, il y a la guerre.
The Congo had only short time of peace. Even where we had peace, but there were trouble, violence somewhere in Congo.
Donc nous n'avons jamais connu la paix réelle.
So we did never get a peace.
Et le problème du Congo, c'est comme une belle femme.
And the problem of the Congo is like a wonderful wife.
Tout le monde aime cette belle femme.
Everyone loves the beautiful wife, a woman.
Des fois, je vois que les animaux sont plus intelligents que nous, parce qu'on les appelle bêtes, mais je me demande si eux ne nous appellent pas bêtes aussi.
Sometimes I think animals are very intelligent than us because we call them animals, but sometimes they are doing things better than us.
Quand je pense vraiment une lionne,
When I take a lion, a lion,
les mâles lions
a male lion,
se battent entre eux pour avoir la femelle.
they fight between them to get a female lion.
Le plus fort, c'est celui-là qui aura la femelle.
And the strong one is the one who will get the female.
Mais chez nous, les hommes, c'est le contraire.
But to us, men, it's different.
Quand on aime une femme,
When we love a woman,
une des premières choses, c'est quand la femme ne vous aime pas,
the
vous la
first
maltraitez.
thing, when the woman doesn't love you, you're gonna work against her.
Vous la maltraitez.
You will miscare for her.
Et c'est comme ça que, chez nous, au lieu que les hommes se battent entre eux pour mériter la belle femme qu'est le Congo,
And that's why to our countries,
au lieu que les hommes se battent entre eux
like a man to fight between them,
pour mériter la belle femme du Congo,
to merit the best woman, which is the Congo.
chez nous c'est le contraire. Tous les hommes viennent battre le Congo.
It's different to us because all the men come to fight against the Congo, to destroy, to beat the Congo.
On crée des problèmes chez nous
They are creating problems too.
pour qu'eux ils prennent carrément les matières premières qui sont chez nous et amènent chez eux.
So they can take all the resources that we have and they will bring them to the countries.
Au lieu que l'Amérique, l'Angleterre, la France se battent entre eux et le plus fort vient au Congo et dit ben, moi je viens, qu'on s'entend pour travailler ensemble, pour vivre ensemble. Donc, au lieu lieu de faire ça, non. C'est plutôt, ils s'entendent pour que le Congo s'ouvre et qu'ils prennent tout ce qu'ils veulent faire.
So the American and the French, they don't fight between them. So they come to Congo to make Congo suffering, so they will feel happy.
Vous savez, quand il y a eu les dernières élections américaines, il y a le président Trump.
You know about the last election of the U.S. with the President Trump
Et Madame Clinton.
and the Clinton.
Nous, au Congo, on priait pour que Madame Clinton ne passe pas présidente des États-Unis.
In the Congo, we were praying so Miss Clinton would not pass the President of the United States.
Parce que quand son mari était président,
Because when his husband was a president,
c'est lui qui nous a créé le problème là.
he's the one who created the problem that we have in Congo.
Il s'est dit, bon, je suis maintenant chef d'un grand pays, qu'est-ce que je dois faire?
He said himself, I'm now the president of a big country, so what I'm going to do?
Ah, ben, je dois avoir la richesse du Congo.
Okay, I can take the wealth of the Congo.
Et qu'est-ce qu'il faut? Ben, il arme le Rwanda, le Burundi, de petits pays par rapport au Congo, pour troubler le Congo.
And what he did, he gave guns, weapons to Rwanda and Uganda to fight against the Congo.
Et juste la partie où il y avait la grande richesse du Congo.
Just at the zone where there were a lot of resources from the Congo.
Le Rwanda et le Burundi sont entrés au Congo, occupaient cette partie-là.
The Rwanda and the Burundi, they went into Congo to
Et
take that part.
Uganda
And the Uganda.
occupaient cette partie comme ça. Et les multinationales américaines, européennes, etc., viennent se servir sans contrôle pour prendre tout et amener ça à l'extérieur.
So the multinational businesses from America and Europe can go by the Rwanda to take their resources.
Alors, Dieu merci,
Thank you, God.
parce que et c'est là où j'apprécie l'Amérique.
And that is where I appreciate
Même si vous êtes
America.
un bon président, vous avez un mandat.
Even you are a best president, but you're still limited by your term.
Quand le mandat est arrivé, vous partez.
When the term is over, you must go.
Quand il a quitté le poste, on a fêté. On dit Seigneur, merci.
When Clinton left the presidency, we were happy. We said, thank God.
Et quand on a appris que sa femme veut revenir encore, on dit, oh Seigneur, qu'est-ce qu'il fait?
And when we heard that his wife coming back to take the White House, we were like, what's happened, God?
Dieu a entendu notre prière. Hein.
God listened to our prayer.
Ici aux États-Unis, on suivait les sondages. On ne pensait pas que c'était le président Trump qui serait le futur président. On pensait que c'était Madame Clinton qui allait devenir présidente.
We were following the poll here in America, and we thought that Clinton will become the president. But we didn't know about Trump.
On a été agréablement surpris que ce soit le président Trump.
We were so surprised that that was President Trump.
Et nous avons remercié le Seigneur pour ça.
Then we said, thank God.
Nous voulons collaborer avec vous.
We want to work together,
Mais de manière honnête,
but honestly,
que vous reconnaissiez que nous sommes des humains comme vous.
so that you can recognize that we are human like you,
Créés à l'image de Dieu comme vous.
created on the same image of God as you.
Dieu nous aime de la même manière qu'il vous aime.
God loves us in the same way He loves you.
Il vous a donné ce beau pays, il nous a donné ce beau pays aussi.
He gave you a nice country, and then He gave us too a nice country.
Si on peut se mettre ensemble pour dire que moi, des États-Unis, je peux vous aider comme ça. Et nous, Congo, nous pouvons aussi vous aider comme ça.
If we can work together to say that we American, we can help you on this way, and we the Congolese will say we will help you on this way,
L'échange sera fructueux et chacun de nous va gagner pour le bénéfice de son pays.
things will be better and each one will get his part of benefit.
Je vous remercie.
I will thank you.
we're going to thank God because I know that's why we say to break the silence. We are breaking the silence because people need to know the truth, and then the truth can set us free. How we can work together, how we can help each other. That is that's what the Congolese looking for. I know there is not everyone, because those are in corruption. They want to just gain to be in power and gaining the resources. Money put in their pocket is not really something. But I can say too what Papa Ekoko said now. I talk to myself. I talk to myself with Hillary because I supported her. I was behind her, and I told her to myself. It was impossible. I told her, I said, I would like if there is a way you can say something for the Congo. I want you to be a president, but because I don't want most of the population of Congo, they don't want to vote for you, and it's going to not. I'm not going to feel bad. If there is a way we can talk, how you can tell the Congo. And myself, I was talking with the Congolese too. We always have a meeting on the phone, like a United States. I was asking them. I said, that is not the way. The problem is, yes, someone can do something, but after that, it becomes bad or worse. There is a way we can fix it. The problem is for us to fix it, then to support someone who you know is not going to help you, is going to hurt you again. But I would like to, when you know this is the devil who are killing me, how we can work with that devil. That was it. I try my best for both sides. But I think so this, for the next election for the 2020 will help us how we can work again together. And I think so that is going to be something, because I didn't know in Congo, that's why, but I know here there is some of people who will say, and I will say, no, you guys need to think better. But I just thank God for the message, and I thank God too for what Papa said is for the children. What we are teaching them today is for the future for tomorrow. I think so the kids are listening to. Like we can say there is one of the mayor for South Dakota. Always tell his son, you born with them, they're the same hospital. You went to school, all of them, you together. You can do what they do, you can be what they can be too. And like for me too, I believe our children born together, go to school together, and we will like to live the better place in the world, better country in the world. Because those children, they're going to have a better collaboration between them. If we parents, we can prepare our generation. It's just like Papa said, over there, like the Jews, they always they teach the children what to do. That's the reason too. All the parents, all the immigrants, it's the time just to teach the children, to let them know that sometimes let them go to the trainings, let them go to the, when there is the project, something good they do, because sometimes parents try like to block kids to don't go anywhere. But we're supposed to know it's very important for each of us. It's very important for those children to learn each other. And I believe today was just the beginning, but it's not the end. We're going to just keep going, and we're going to keep talking. We're not going to stay quiet. Like we say, it's a time to break the silence. We have all our senators, all our Congress, they support us. And we would like to support them too. That's the reason. We would like to support them. We thank Chris Papas
matter what they call it yesterday, to say the Congolese have Independence Day, can you, they celebrate independence, can you send them the chicken? They didn't even say anything. One time, they said it's going to be at 12:30. At 12 o'clock, somebody can come to pick up the chicken? That is what to support one another. We always be together. Yes. We're going to take again Ms. Papas. We thank Senator Sheyin. We thank Mayor Craig to be with us for this day. And really, I thank you, everyone. I thank you, Sue. Always be there as a welcoming Manchester. Let's clap a hand for Sue. Yes, Sue always be there. That is a good, that a collaboration, a good friend. Never leave a friend. When it's something, you're supposed to be there. I thank you, Sue, for your support. We have someone coming far away. Can you get up, please? Let me come. Yeah, maybe you can say hi to everyone. She came from D.C. She came from Maryland, Washington, just for this day to support as a woman.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Yeah, so I came from Washington because I'm really care about what happened to our country. And we do like something not happen, but something very, very bad happened in our country. That's why we said we need to break the silence and talk to everybody what's going on in our country. I used to say always that Congo is like a supermarket. There is not a cashier. So everybody come, took everything and get out without paying anything. So we need to stop that. Thank you very much.
I don't know if there is a question, if somebody want to ask a question, because it was like that was our, for the day was like to make it like a question, like even asking the kids or something. That's why we will try like to put a little panel to ask a question. If somebody have a question, you can ask it all for the kids or for them.
Well, I don't know. For anybody, what is the United States government doing? Anything? Are they involved in any way? Negative? Positive?
I think so. The question you asked, I was the 17 and the 18. I was in DC for global ESA Global Leadership Coalition, and there was just that meeting. Since we started, it was like all the state leaders for all the states, for all the United States. Always go to once a year. They have that conference, and after that they're going to do advocacy. They talk about the importance of the United States to the foreign country. And I was there for that conference. I asked the same question because they was just talking about the Congo. There was just, everyone can talk, we're going to talk about the DRC. Everyone was talking just like Ebola. There was just talk about because it was the conference was about the women and about the economy. And that's the reason I asked the question. I said, United States is a leader, is a power. They be in the country as a leader. What they do when Congo suffering and all those women and the children suffer for 2 decades, they just go through for all those problems, situations like nobody help. I think so. It was a tough question, but one who was in the military just to say something. If you see something they don't do it because there is something happening. But we are able to do something. But everybody was in that panel. They didn't talk. Just cut everybody. Just let one person to answer the question.
Is there a United States ambassador in Congo? I know we don't have ambassadors in many countries.
No, everywhere. Yeah, they are there in Congo. They are there. They are there.
Many of our ambassadors' positions were not filled after 2016 with the Trump administration. They didn't bother to fill them to send an ambassador. Is there I know there's an embassy, but is there an ambassador?
Yes. They call him even, he got a Congolese name, Nzita.
Oh.
Yes. You see, because he's like a Congolese now.
He is?
Yeah, but you need to do anything else than eating and being friend with Congolese people. That's what we think that the ambassador have to teach the people from here what's going on in Congo. Not only look for their interest, economic interest. No. We don't eat coltan. We don't eat all those minerals.
Yeah.
Huh? So they have to take care of the population. But we see that they don't. That's why we step here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
There's another question. There's another question. Okay.
And about, I need to add something about the rape. You know, when they rape a child, a woman here, is a big, big, big problem.
Yeah.
But what's going on in Congo? Nobody talk about that. Even the ambassador who is there, the ambassador or the official, American official, they don't talk about that.
No.
What's going on? That's our problem too.
What I remember, when Clinton went back, Hillary, in Congo, what she said, to forget everything was made in Congo, all the rape, everything. He was very sad about that, because here, September 11, every year, they celebrate it. But when she went there, she said that, and we was very, very angry about her. Thank you, God, she didn't pass, and I hope she can't pass anymore. Yeah.
That's how we're going to just speak all of us. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
1, 2, 3.
Enough is enough. 1, 2, 3. Enough is enough. Throw, say, throw. Throw, say, throw. 1, 2, 3. Throw, say, throw. Throw, say, throw. Say that, say. Yeah, thank you very much. I know this is just the beginning to break the silence and to talk. We're not going to sit. We're not going to stay quiet, but we are calling everyone to join us. That is our lucky. So you are there. Everyone can join us.
Count on you.
We can work all together.
Our
We can
voice.
go.
Yeah.
To ask it, to talk about the Congo. Thank you very much, and God bless everyone.